The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Up next, a contest that keeps things all in the NFC between the Los Angeles Rams and the San Francisco 49ers. These NFC teams have waited for all season long. We're away in Wild Card Weekend. Brings in the kick at the 9. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Ward off the play fake. Vacates quickly left side. That one's caught along the left sideline. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the first down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. 1st and 10 here. Ward. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Running for the first time with a West Virginia rookie. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage, so 3rd down now.
Big man up front said, "Not in my house." Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this: it's over. Over.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Completed over the middle. And he's able to get this down to the 36. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Rams have the first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
They've got first down here from the 36.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Ward. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. All right, partner, testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. '49ers to the line. 1st and 10. Blown back, it's the handoff. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after looks like a yard gain. That tackle made by Kobe Turner.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Thrown for his running back, but he comes up empty, incomplete, and now they're facing 3rd down.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
On 3rd down, Purdy. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. George Kittle, the intended receiver. And now they're staring at 4th and long. So an 0-2 start to the game for him, Brock, and not surprisingly, his team headed to the sideline after a 3-and-out.
I think it's going to take a few more incompletions before they start to panic, but that's far from the type of start they had planned for in this one.
And he drives this one into the pouring rain. It's taken at midfield. And a nice return has him looking at a very short field now. We've set it down from 37. The first carry now for Kyron Williams. He has room past the 25. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
They've got 3 tight ends on this 1st and goal, thinking run or play action. Now movement as somebody goes early. And for the first time today, we're going to hear from our officials. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. Well, the jumpiness cost him 5. First and goal, a little bit tougher here.
Come on. Hit. 19 Lions.
Shotgun snap now to Ward. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. So our first score of the game here as they cap off that drive with a touchdown.
It's really what you're looking for, Kate, offensively. You want to force the other guys into thinking they need to play a little catch-up right away. So a nice job to get that first score and take early control of this game.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. Making some progress here. And an excellent effort there sets him up almost at midfield.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
On first down, they'll run. Nothing doing on the outside there. No gain on the run. That's going to bring up second down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. It is cut left side. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that first down play. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. We've set it down from the 37. They'll run here on first down. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up second and 8.
Kate, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the gun is Purdy. Reeled in by George Kittle. And he picks up about 6 on the play. Stopped though right near the marker. Didn't get it, third down.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Looking to throw on third and 1. Kittle makes the catch. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
All set now, first and 10. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up first and goal.
Offense there, Kate, went heavy with that 13 personnel. 1 back, 3 tight ends, and those 3 added blockers. Just the element they needed to spring that run.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Get set, get set.
McCaffrey can't fight past that line, and they stop him at the 3. And dose of the hurry up here.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 3-yard
Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. It's 2nd and goal. Here's Purdy to throw. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup.
Yeah.
Unless you're already committed to going for it on 4th, you've got one more shot. Players, not plays. Get it to your best player.
Got to manage 3 yards here. 3rd and goal.
Get set, get set.
Purdy on the play action. Rolling out to it, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense a down away from completing this stand. It's 4th and goal. Moody knocks it through, and it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. On the return, here comes Xavier Leggett. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Ward now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't find DJ Moore on that throw. And it's going to be 2nd down.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
Following the incomplete pass, 2nd and 10 now from the 30. Out of the shotgun, it's Ward. That's incomplete on 2nd down. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Third and long for him here. Escapes the pocket. Making the call himself. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
That is such a good play defensively. A play you could take a whole bunch of pride in, not only stopping the passing game, but the effort to get to the quarterback before he could scramble for the 1st.
The Rams are set to punt. Signals for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 27.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10.
18, attack!
They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And he manages to find a little traction on that Soaps field as he fights forward for a couple. 1 quarter gone in our opening round game of the NFC postseason. The Rams out to an early advantage. Back to Levi Stadium right after this. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They'll have it 2nd and 8.
18, attack!
Now it's Purdy. Right side, and that's secured by Kittle. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
Purdy throwing here on first. Finds a seam down the middle. Touchdown, San Francisco! The 49ers take a second quarter lead. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Rams ready for this one. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Looking to throw this one. Ward finds him over the middle. And this is going to get him right up near that 1st down, but he's marked short after a gain of 7, 3rd down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Nickel set from the Niners on 3rd down. And he'll get it up to the 44. Give him 5 on the play. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st down, Rams.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Come on, hit!
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Rams have the 1st down.
You know what I call that play, Kate? I call that a confidence injector. It just injects belief in that O-line, that running back, and most importantly, that play caller knowing he can call a run and he can get a 1st down too.
1st down throw here for Ward. Taken in by Smith. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Here we go, here we go.
The running back gets it on the draw. And this is going backwards. The defense all over that draw, and they're going to lose yards. 3rd down coming up. A great call in a short yardage situation right there, Brock, and that was exactly the type of front that defense needed to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the X's and O's of it, and then even more, the guys going out there and executing it, pulling the trigger to create that loss.
7th play of the drive, offense facing 3rd and 3. Off the play fake, here's Ward. Buying some time left. That one finds his man, likely. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week. They're in practice. They're both quarterback and tight end. Went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope you have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully. And the tight end, the beneficiary.
Williams now on 1st and 10. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Ward off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
Let's go now.
Give to Williams from the gun. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. Working quickly here. Throwing now on 1st down. Ward. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Ward's going to throw it. Drops this one down here for Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams take a 2nd quarter lead. Kyron Williams, the touchdown. Point after, up and good by Fairbairn. And the Rams take a 4-point lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Niners to the line. 1st and 10. Here's the one back on the handoff. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Purdy looking to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that means 3rd down coming up.
Okay, this defense finally said enough, ripped up that script. They have seen him be way too productive. Time to start fighting him for every single throw.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They'll throw 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
First down from the 42. Back to throw. Here's Purdy. Completed over the middle. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Sticking to the air here. It's Purdy. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
To the line and set. Here we go. First down. Out of the shotgun. They'll give it to him inside. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Now, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun. It's Purdy. Short pass brought in. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. San Francisco calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Purdy on first down. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Throwing here just before halftime. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's into the end zone. No time left, and they take the lead right as halftime arrives. Manage that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
On is Moody for the extra point. And his kick is good. What an ending to our opening half as they take the lead. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. All right. right, Brock, that was enough of a break. Back to playoff football as the second half of our wild card game gets underway. This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
At their own 19-yard line.
San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. He's out in the clear. There he goes on the right side. Into the red zone. Has room into the secondary. And he's going to score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers grow the lead coming out of halftime.
Kate, you saw me chuckling. You know I love celebrating that run. You know what I really love? I really love watching those linemen. And they just get to celebrate. They love an explosive play like that. Doesn't mean a long extended drive, just a whole bunch of celebration.
PAT up and good for Moody. And the 49ers make it a 10-point ball game. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. He fields it from the 8. And this gets out to the 30 before he stopped. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Now Ward. Tight end makes the ground. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Second and 3 now. From the gun, a carry by Williams. That is exactly why you rally to the football. He got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
Ward's going to throw here on 3rd. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
And he collects the fair catch just inside the 35.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's going to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs. Defender
Gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Another carry for it. And they are all the way across midfield before he's brought down. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
On 1st and 10, it's McCaffrey. And he manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. They stick with McCaffrey. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Christian Barmore with the play.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. So with that play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Rams going nickel here on 3rd down. From the gun is Purdy. And the Rams are there, and down he goes. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. It'll be Daniel Whelan doing the honors. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Complete over the middle. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. Here's the give on 3rd and short. And he'll get them enough for a first down. Offense to the line fast. 1st and 10 here. Ward. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. You got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing them. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. They'll run here following the penalty. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Working quickly here. From the gun, it's Ward. Hits his target, that's DJ Moore. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Moving quickly, trying to get set. Out of the shotgun, it's Ward. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
They go play action on 1st down. Bails out of the pocket quick. Passes cut along the sideline. That's Ferguson. And he's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Again, Ward going to the air. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bronk. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Play number 9 of the drive. It's going to be 3rd and 5 to go. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Ward now on 3rd down. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable in an incomplete.
All right, looks like this is the moment they're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on 4th. They're going to try to throw for it. This is complete to Ferguson out left. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. 1st down throw here for Ward. Hits him on the out route. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Shotgun snap out of Ward. That one's complete right side. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. Pick up a 5 on that play, and that's going to be good for an LA 1st down. And as that one winds up incomplete, it brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter. We're down to 1 quarter before we determine our wild card winner. The Rams have it, but their postseason run in jeopardy as they trail. After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. They send the tight end in motion. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to get him 7 there. It's 3rd down coming up.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
They'll run it here on third down. And the run will not work. He is stopped at the line. This is going to be 4th and short. So here's Kaimi Fairbairn, ready for the field goal try. A very short kick here from the right hash. Tracking for it, and it's good! And it pulls him back within 1 score here in the 4th.
His make there, they had to have that one. And it really does set up a judgment call down on the field. And this is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. You've got 3 timeouts left, so you really can write either script you want. Onside kick or send it deep.
'49ers to the line. 1st and 10. Purdy setting up that play action. Fits it through the middle. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. That play good for 17 on a 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Just 1 play into this drive, and they are already sitting on their own 45. McCaffrey running between the tackles. And he manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Well, Kate, a 2-yard run on 1st down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule, but you're going to have to pick up the pace.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Now Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that gives the 49ers the 1st.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time. Blown back, gets the handoff. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Here's Purdy to throw. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Fair or unfair, I sit in a little bit of a judgment seat next to you up here, Cade, and I got to judge that one. That tells me that coach trusts his defense more than he does his offense in that situation.
out now, ready to punt it. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And this will force them to start inside the 20. That punt heads out at about the 15-yard line. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Back row 80. 60 Eagles.
Ward's going to throw it. Finds him on the slant. And this winds up being an excellent play for him from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. Throwing now on 1st down. Ward. Sideline throws wheeled in by Likely. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
Well, that one came with a high degree of difficulty. Had to balance, focusing on the catch, keeping those feet in bounds.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Ward now. Going for his back, but it's incomplete. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Third and long. They're going to throw. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. That's Diamador Lenore. And the 49ers will have it right at the opposing 30 after the interception, and that return on top of it.
Such a huge point of emphasis for so many defenses, clogging up the middle of the field. They saw that receiver enter the middle and did a terrific job of baiting the quarterback into the throw, and an even better job of forcing the interception.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Quick toss headed left. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you instantly think of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Return coming from the 6. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And an excellent effort there. Sets him up almost at midfield.
When you get contributions like that and you kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Setting up the running back screen. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Offense in the hurry up here. Handoff on 2nd and short. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Give him 8 yards on the play. And the Rams have the 1st down.
think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
Gonna throw this one. Ward. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there will be more interceptions.
Second and 10 now. Ward throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Not throwing the direction of DJ Moore. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, can sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two becomes three, and on and on and on.
Ward's going to throw here on 3rd. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got it down to the 30 before going out.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
On 1st down, they'll run. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Back-to-back carries here. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. First carry here for Jordan James. And they get stuffed. He is knocked backwards on the play. That makes it 4th down. Punt team on the field. And they could really use a good one here. Before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Ward. Short pass brought in. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Clock continuing to run as the Rams hurry to the line. Out of the shotgun, it's Ward. Kua's got it again. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down. Clock working against him here as they hurry to that line. 1st and 10 here. Ward. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
Man, with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. Just can't happen. But you're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in.
Again, Ward going to the air. And again, it's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back, and 2 straight incompletions that made this 3rd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Throwing now. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked off by Upton Stout. And the 49ers will take over just beyond the 20 at the 21.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
He gets crushed behind the line, and the ball comes out. And it's scooped up by the Rams. And they get a touchdown. Defense scores and gives them some small hope here. I think they would have happily just taken the turnover, Brock. But how about the wherewithal of the defender to take it back for the score?
Yeah, that is a scoop and score in the definition of a splash play defensively. You don't just rip possession away from the offense. Kind of rip their heart out, too. You rip possession, you turn it into points, and now that beleaguered offense is going to have to get right back on the field.
That one splits the uprights. And the Rams chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. He's got the squiver, and he's marked down after the dive. They're in a great spot as they take possession. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. They toss this one out to James. Powery was way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. That is rejected at the line, as we say in hoops, huh? Got a hand in the passing lane up front. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Back to throw. And they got there in time. He's taken down. Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. So out now comes the punter. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. Picked up at the 38. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Let's cook it, 19.
Here he is to throw. Chased out to his right. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting it into practice right here. Don't see a throw you like. It's too tight a window. Don't risk yet another interception.
Setting up to pass. And again, it's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back, and 2 straight incompletions have made this 3rd down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
Okay,
Last
ready?
pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
Ready? 7 Pirates. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. 18 Tiger. Ready?
Now to throw. Hits him on the in route. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. Clock continuing to run as the Rams hurry to the line. Desperation time here. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Into the victory formation they go, Brock, here on 1st down. Sign quarterback run here. So the 49ers earn the win in this one. And they were the top-ranked team